What is good, Clouded people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bubblam 2, and in today's video we're gonna be talking about Ronnie Lee, Auntie Ronnie Lee, the biggest capper of them all. I don't think she's been right about one thing about Whole Lotta Red. She told us that there were no leaks on Whole Lotta Red, and then we got Neon. And I know Place isn't a full leak, but that was a snippet that surfaced or technically leaked, or I don't know what you would consider that. But still, she said no old shit was gonna be a Whole Lotta Red, and there was. Okay, so she was wrong in that fact. She was wrong about all the release dates in July and all that shit earlier this year. But anyway, we got some more news with her, and that she's just coming out for no reason dissing Lil Uzi Vert. Like, we thought Carti and Uzi were cool earlier this year. Uzi and Carti said they love each other on Twitter, but ever since then, you know, there hasn't really been much interaction, and Uzi didn't even end up being on a Whole Lotta Red track 3 and 16 like he said on the Instagram live, but he could still be on the deluxe, and if he is, I'd be super pumped. But then again, I think the deluxe kinda was a last minute change, as he already did on the album apparently. We didn't see Travis Scott on the album, and that's actually something we'll be talking about with this Ronnie Lee thing. So to get right into it, basically, Hot Freestyle posts a new tweet saying Travis Scott and Lil Uzi Vert have a collab on the way, because Travis Scott and Uzi both posted on their Instagram stories with their watches out or something like that, just teasing that they had something incoming. Now, Ronnie Lee, Carti's hairstylist that we've been interacting with for the past couple months during the Whole Lotta Red rollout, she responds, Uzi might as well start tucking his penis, he's so much of a bitch, which is a diss if I've ever seen one. Now, I don't know if Carti's thoughts on Uzi are reflected by what Ronnie Lee is saying, but I would assume if Carti was cool with Uzi, he wouldn't want his camp and people talking about his friend like that. But then again, Carti usually stays out of the business when it comes to his friends beefing, so maybe it doesn't mean anything. But I would think that, you know, since Travis Scott was supposed to be on a feature apparently for Whole Lotta Red, and this is just a theory, by the way, I'm not like telling you any facts, this is a huge grain of salt, but since Travis Scott didn't end up maybe clearing his feature on Whole Lotta Red, and now he's working with Uzi, who is also supposed to be on Whole Lotta Red, and now they're working together, so maybe Ronnie Lee got pissed, maybe she's not in the know as to what happened to the actual features on both ends, and so now she thinks that Uzi is switching sides, or Travis is switching sides, because they're both working together now and they weren't on Carti's album. That makes sense, right? Again, but we'll find out it when the deluxe releases, if Uzi was on it or Trav is on it. Maybe Post Malone will be on it too, and Pharrell. All of the tweets that Carti teased with those features beforehand were just a diversion for the deluxe, and it was planned all along. But then a lot of fans were questioning Ronnie Lee, like, what is she doing? Why is she dissing Uzi? Does this mean that Carti doesn't like Uzi too? And she responds swiftly, some shit I tweet be random as fuck, but so these are my thoughts, just like these are my tweets. You're not going to like them all, but guess who don't give a fuck? Me, no cap. And then someone responds, why the hate on Uzi? Like, I don't care about him, I'm just curious about what he did. And she said, he didn't do nothing, that's just how I feel. Now, she actually responded to one of my posts on Instagram. I think she deleted it, but I got it on my photos right here, so she cannot hide from me, and I'll put it on the screen real quick. But she stated specifically, it's not fit for you or anyone to get plus. I don't need a reason. I could have woke up mad about some old shit, so maybe Ronnie Lee and Uzi has some unfinished business back in the day, which I didn't. I came across this on my Twitter timeline, and I instantly thought what I tweeted, and tweeted my thoughts, nothing more, nothing less. This bitch is dumb, bro. She can't even speak English. Has Uzi done something in the past to leave a bad taste in my mouth? Of course, which is why I say what the fuck I want pertaining to him, because he's female dog, and I don't care who don't like it. I said what I said, and why does it have to be something just happened? I've been not liking this dwarf. It's just most of y'all just finding out about me, etc., and simple-minded folks want to connect the dots. That's not even there. This tweet has nothing to do with nothing besides me thinking that when I saw this pic and tweet looking like a dumb stud. First of all, a stud is a compliment if you ask me. It's like you're a beast. You're an alpha male, you know what I'm saying? But either way, this isn't cool. But it looks like it's just an issue with Ronnie Lee and Uzi, not necessarily Carti involved, although there might still be something with Carti. Maybe she didn't like how Uzi treated Carti, or Carti wanted Uzi to do his hair with Ronnie, and then Uzi just fakes because he didn't want his hair to be touched by Ronnie Lee. I wouldn't either at this point. I mean, I saw on the Carti subreddit that she literally stole someone's like whole lot of red concept art and then sold it as her own merch, and then now that artist is only getting a percentage of the sales. And also, why is she selling bootleg Carti merch when she's literally in his camp? Like, wouldn't she want all the fans to buy Carti's merch? Like, if I was Carti, I wouldn't mess with that at all. I would want all the sales to go to my business, because the only reason she's famous is because of Carti. And I know she was doing Young Thug's hair before all of this, but still, like, it's just weird. She puts a bad taste in my mouth. I don't mess with her. Don't listen to anything she says ever again. She's just a hella capper. She don't know shit. She doesn't know about the old songs, the new songs. She just walked into a whole lot of red rollout and thought, you know, if I talk to the fans, then I'll get more sales and people wanting to do their hair with me. That's what I thought anyway. Oh, and one last thing, something I forgot to mention is that Playboi Carti actually mentioned Lil Uzi Vert and could have referred to something with him in their relationship. I'm not sure if it wasn't a diss by any means. It was just talking about why maybe Uzi and Carti were not friends for a bit, because Carti was friends with Offset. They've actually worked together on some of the old leaks like Backup, and Uzi and Offset and the Migos actually beefed back in the day over the upside down chains, where Offset and the Migos said it wasn't cool, and then Uzi kind of just trolled them, and so they had a little scuffle. But I guess Carti didn't back up Uzi or Offset. He just stayed out of it, and he said this in Punk Monk in the lyrics, if we check right here, in which you can go on Genius real quick, and then he stated specifically, I was in Paris when Offset and Uzi started hitting, and I had to stay out that shit because that ain't none of my business, which is true. And that's why, you know, a lot of rappers may not like Carti, because he doesn't take sides. That's why Uno the Activist and Carti aren't friends anymore, or, you know, they're not cool anymore by any means, because one of his boys, Bloody Dior, I believe, shot at Uno the Activist, and Carti didn't back up his boy Uno the Activist, who were basically cousins. They were so close. And so again, maybe that's why Uzi and Carti weren't friends for a bit. We really have no idea though. But the reason I mention all this is because it correlates strongly with what Ronnie Lee said. So Carti somewhat talked about his relationship with Uzi on the album, and then Ronnie Lee says all this dissing Uzi. So maybe it all fits together, but then again, maybe not. More vids coming. Main channel, second channel. I actually won in Warzone, but I'm gonna win again so that I can lengthen the video a little more, because it wasn't the most entertaining thing. And yeah, look out for more content on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Peace out, Carti people. No saying.